What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy, Luciferian Prince, coming at y'all once again. Welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for watching the content, staying locked in. And of course, yes, the boy Lord Luciferian Prince is hanging in there. Yeah. So all new subscribers, thank y'all. Thank y'all for always been rocking with me. But before I proceed with my good news, again, I do also extend this time. If you are watching this video around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity. My videos are not for children. If indeed I say anything legal, which I am, this does not constitute legal advice. This is for informational, educational purposes only. I also say if you are in legal trouble, consult an attorney because that's their job, okay? Pay your fiat, secure their services, take it from there. Okay, also does not constitute anything anti-government. Sole purpose of this is for informational, educational purposes only. Whew, we got that out the way. Now, people, I want to bring something to your attention because this is why I say proof is very important. In any instance, okay, I'm not going to say anything in regards to a process that I don't do myself. Now, I know I placed a video up here earlier in my series, basically telling you how to appoint the county clerk as your fiduciary. Here's the proof. That's the title of this video. Now, many people say that they have had problems with filing certain documents with their clerk and so forth. It's not so much that, okay? It's not so much that you're having problems filing. You're not sending the proper directive, okay? You are not sending the proper directive, period. I have not had any problems with filing certain documentation in regards to my estate with the county clerk and appointing them as fiduciary. Now, I'm going to read something and I'm going to again show you a comparison of why you should never trust sources, okay? You should never trust internet sources. Unless, of course, you know what you're doing. Now, I'm going to read something from the AI imagery of making the clerk a fiduciary. I tell you, people, whenever you're using a medium of information that's artificial intelligence, remind yourself, they had human input well. Very well, they had human input well in there, okay? Well in there. So I'm going to just read this, okay? Just based off of just one search, okay? It says how to make the clerk the county the fiduciary, right? And I also typed in non-sovereign, okay? So this was generated through Google search. It says if you're trying to make the county clerk act as a fiduciary, it's important how the law actually treats that role in U.S. law. A county clerk or clerk of court, which is not the same, okay? There's a county recorder and there's a clerk of court. They're not the same, people. Do not get it messed up. They may be in the same building, but they are not the same. Let me tell you, this is how they fuck y'all up. They're not the same. The county clerk and the court clerk are not the same. But this is what they're telling people. Through these actual search inquiries, they're telling you that a county clerk or court clerk, they're trying to make it seem synonymous. They're not. They're very different. But anyway, I digress. It's generally a public officer performing ministerial duties, not a fiduciary to individual citizens by default. Now, let me tell you something. Anyone with proper knowledge and thorough research on this knows that a clerk, any clerk, has a fiduciary responsibility. Any clerk has a fiduciary responsibility. For those who don't know what fiduciary is, get a Black's Law Dictionary, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th edition, doesn't matter. Look up fiduciary. Look up clerk and look up fiduciary. Do your own research. Now, courts usually do not recognize, notice what it says, usually do not recognize a private person unilaterally appointing a government clerk as their fiduciary through notices, affidavits, or what they call non-sovereign declarations. This is the internet, not me, okay? What a clerk actually does. A county clerk or clerk of court, not the same, is a government official whose duties are defined by statute. These responsibilities typically include maintaining court records, filing and indexing legal documents, issuing certified copies, collecting fees, and managing court funds. So when they say that they don't have a fiduciary responsibility, they're lying. You can't tell me nothing different. In managing court funds, it didn't say receiving, collecting. No, it said manage. That's a fiduciary responsibility. But I didn't say it. This is lying. For example, clerks operate state statutes and court administrative rules rather than private contracts with citizens. We do not contract with these entities, people. They want to make it seem as if basically you are trying to usurp their... No, they hold public trust. So I'm going to show you that this lie, as opposed to what is legal, are two different things. But hold on, stay still. Don't move. Okay. In those cases, a fiduciary is appointed through a court order or legal instrument, not by a unilateral declaration, right? Here we go. Now, here we go. So since these individuals hold public office and manage funds, they are considered a fiduciary by capacity. They also hold what is called public trust. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I'm going to read some law. Okay? Not from AI. I'm going to read some law. Now, this comes from American Jurisprudence, 2nd edition, AMJUR2D, for short. Public Officers and Employees, Volume 63A, Section 7, around page 670, discussing the concept of a public office as trust. Fuck AI. Okay? I told you that they never mentioned this in that dissertation. Never. It's to mislead those who take the first instance at face value. Here I am explaining. In American legal encyclopedias like American Jurisprudence, the article on public officers and employees, the idea that the public office is a public trust or held as a trust is a core long-standing doctrine in U.S. law, not AI, people. A public office is not a private property right or contract for personal benefit for the one who holds office, but a public trust created for the benefit of the people and the government. The benefit of the people and the government. Public officers hold delegated powers in trust for the public, to be exercised impartially and solely in the public interest, not for private gain or advantage. Courts and legal authorities frequently state variations like public office is a public trust. Powers delegated to a public officer are held in trust for the people. Or offices are created for the benefit of the public, not the incumbent. In other words, people, this is coming from American Jurisprudence, which has a long history and a standing history in American law. It also tells you that these individuals are responsible. So I'm going to show you with my documentation and my evidence, yes, you can, okay? But this does not constitute legal advice. Now, here's my receipt number. This is everything. This is the cover page. All pages recorded. And here's the notice to the county clerk, which was filed with the number of pages and exactly when actually it was recorded, right? So there it is, people. Stamped, dated. But what is this, you might be asking? This is called statutes at large. Since their offices are ran and held by statutes, these are the statutes in which you actually notice them by. Notice to county clerk. Filed. Stamped. Approved. What is this? You might be asking. This is my warranty deed. Okay? This is my warranty deed along with the excise statement tax. I'm exempt from taxation, right? Exemption from tax. What does this say? For all the naysayers. But if you can see very close, it's stamped excise tax 0. Find me somebody else online that got their shit stamped like that. I told you no trust pays taxes. You can appoint the actual county clerk as your fiduciary. I proved myself. All praise is due to the Most High. It's stamped. I pay no taxes. And I've been telling people this for a very long time. I don't pay taxes on my car. I don't pay property. I don't pay taxes. I am tax exempt. It's on record. None. And I explained to people that sticking to the guidelines and not listening to AI for advice, which if a person can't give you legal advice, then you know particularly that a digital resource can't give you legal advice. What's up, babe? Yeah. So basically, that's the proof. The proof's in the pudding. Stamped. Filed. Didn't come with a notice or anything that basically said, hey, yeah, we're returning your documents because, no, this was filed. And it took less than a week. So I tell people, it's all about how you go about it. So now that this is a conveyance as well. And basically, it's a conveyance exempt from taxation. But people might be asking, well, what is this pertaining to? It's basically pertaining to my estate, which I was saying in the previous video, my estate is my body. That's what all of this is. It's going into an irrevocable trust, notice of trust interest, protective language regarding liens, UCC 1. Accept it. I've been saying it. And the reason why I believe that now is more of a time where the Most High is basically bringing all of this to pass, because it couldn't happen without it, is what else do I need to convince people about? Been doing this for years, and I've been telling people that if you do it the right way, it works. I literally took possession legally, correctly, of myself and my property. And it's tax exempt. Ad infinitum. You find me somebody else that be rambling on these videos about substituting on Form 56 and all that, and have the actual evidence, and I'll digress. But that's the reason why I put the video out first, to show you the after effects, and that didn't take very long. It didn't. You see what I'm saying? So in respects to that, you might close that door, please? Thank you. But in respects to that, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, it's put out there. It's there. It's evident. You know? And I just sit here laughing because I'm sitting here waiting. I know agents going to say something. They just can't help themselves. You see what I'm saying? It's just a part of their nature. Unfortunately, it behooves you. Because one thing I learned about agents and the people that actually do have something to say, they never have proof. They always come with these pages that have no videos, no contents, no followers, no nothing. So my whole thing is, what you watching for? Because with the grace of the Most High being on my side, I'm going to keep winning. So I'm going to keep winning. Okay? This is not a rejection letter. This is actual conveyance in real time of my property back to myself. I keep telling people one important role when you're dealing with commerce. If you don't own property, you're a debtor. What property is that? That means your real estate. What is real? You. So take the power from the state of control, put it in your control. You are the creditor. See, I know a lot of people have these UCC1s filed and ain't done nothing with them. Sitting on them, just letting them do nothing. It's a form that has no legal effect. And I just showed you literally what you need to do. But I'm just showing an example. This does not constitute legal advice. I'm doing it myself. That's my name on these papers. That's what I did. Took my time out of the week, my energy, put it exactly where it needs to go. Into the trust. It's official. Now I am officially on record, recognized by law as the settler and the executor over the state, as my estate. Just like that. And this is what a lot of these individuals have not taught y'all. I use my life as an example. I don't use nobody else's life. I don't listen to what I heard from somebody else, what somebody else told me. I discipline myself to study and apply the process. And here it is. This is just a piece of it. But it's filed. It's official. It's stamped. That's all you need. No one can argue with this because it's public record. No one can lay a claim against my estate and say they have a claim to it. That's why I was telling people you have a superior security interest in your property. UCC Article 1 through 9. Now, a lot of people, I remember years ago, somebody even put on my channel, oh, well, you know, that's not a superior security interest. Agent shit, man. Agent shit. Y'all have to realize when I say that this is the rise in this year. The naysayers will be worse off than they already are. They already are. They're going to be worse off. I promise you that. But those who stand upright and live righteously, always at all times, basically say, I'm not participating in this fraudulent system. Those are the winners. Those are the winners. Just being honest. I said it in videos before. You better pick out what side you on. I'm on the winning team. And all praises due to the Most High for me being able to show you, not just tell and talk, but to show you in less than 18 minutes. But I show and tell. That's the point. With effort, with ease. This is the only thing that came in my mailbox today for me. But I just told you. Anyone want to schedule a consultation with regards to anything on the personal private side, please feel free to do so. I'll leave my email in the video description and in the comment section below. Nothing else I have to say here, people. All I can say in regards to this, and pardon me for stuttering because I have something stuck in my teeth, but I've been messing with it for the past I messed with it for the past hour or so. But anyway, whatever. I'll just go ahead and get a placard and take it out. But other than that, much love, peace, light, love. Agents, man, fuck y'all. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just be miserable and pout. But yes, people, in conclusion, you can become the executor over your estate in real time. Take care. 10-4. I'm out.